the 2012 presidential campaign, our own Wolf Blitzer asked Republican nominee Mitt Romney about America's enemies. This was his response.
Russia. This is, without question, our #1 geopolitical foe. They fight every cause for the world's worst actors.
He was widely mocked for that answer. But with Russian tanks rolling towards Ukrainian cities and the crisis consuming the Biden presidency and threatening the world order, things look a little different now. Joining me now exclusively is Republican Senator Mitt Romney of Utah. Senator, thank you so much for joining me. I want to start with the news this morning, just minutes ago, which is that the Ukrainian president announced that Ukrainians and Russians will meet at the Belarus border. Do you see that as a good sign?
Well, let me just pause for a moment before I answer that and just note the extraordinary courage of the Ukrainian people. They have galvanized the spirit of the entire world, and a lot of that is to do with real leadership. You've seen both physical and moral leadership by Zelensky and the people around him, and it's the contrast between that kind of leadership and the puny nature of Vladimir Putin's tyranny that has really helped people understand the difference between good and evil. We're seeing that played out.
I want to play that you had in a presidential debate with then President Obama. You were running to defeat him. That was 10 years ago in 2012. I want you to listen to that, and we'll talk on the other side.
When you were asked what's the biggest geopolitical threat facing America, you said Russia, not Al-Qaeda. You said Russia. In the 1980s are now calling to ask for their foreign policy back because the Cold War's been over for 20 years.
I have clear eyes on this. I'm not going to wear rose-colored glasses when it comes to Russia or Mr. Putin.
I don't need to tell you that you were mocked for saying that. Thoughts now?
Well, first of all, politics is an extraordinarily interesting game. As you know, President Obama didn't quote what I actually said. What I said was Russia was a geopolitical foe. I didn't say they were a threat. And a geopolitical foe they obviously were and continue to be, because Russia continues to fight us in every venue they have. They support the world's worst actors, whether Assad in Syria, Maduro in Venezuela, Kim Jong-un in North Korea. This is what they do. They basically poke us in the eye everywhere they can.